this class helps me by preparing myself for after high school.
And it helps me like how to send a voicemail correctly, which by the way I've been using a lot lately. Emails, how to do emails properly, like make the subject fit with the thing that you're saying, and a bunch of other stuff.
An important thing that I learned was how to go and communicate in the community.
An important thing I've learned in this class is how to send an email and how to send like a short and brief voicemail.
What I learned in this class is that you can learn all the cool jobs that Mariano's has. It's a lot more than I thought in the first place.
Important thing I've learned is to learn how to send a voicemail message and to learn how to email.
The most fun project I've worked on since this year and last year is the Me Bag. It was the Me Bag was some things that you want to know about me.
Okay. This year, I think me and Rita have changed the curriculum around a little bit this year. We are really more job focused this year. So we are focusing in on going out in the community, developing relationships, and working on some job skills in the community.
Yeah, our focus in our class this year is really getting to know our students so that when we go out into the community, we're going to places that we think they're interested in learning about.
One recently, I helped a student obtain an internship at a local auto body shop because he came to me and mentioned he wants to pursue being a mechanic after high school. And we talked about his experiences and what he's willing to do to make it work. And I reached out to many places around the community and found one at Mike's Garage, and it sounded very promising, but I still had to talk with the student and make sure things would go well, and the student had to go into the interview and get this internship, and the student knocked it out of the park. He has an internship every day after school, Monday through Friday till about 5. So just being a part of that process to have a student come to you and say, this is the path I want to go after high school, what can we do? And to get that off the ground and running is a really great feeling.
Right now we're working on how to leave voice messages and how to send emails. So when they're out in the real world and they're working at a business or they're working at a company, they're able to have those skills.
And then yesterday we gave them scenarios and they worked with a partner to read the scenario and really understand what's the main idea of this scenario. So for example, you have to reschedule a barber or your hairdresser's appointment. How would you go about that? And so after they talked with each other, then they were to practice with each other as if they were leaving a real one, a real message.
I think we did a trip to Mariano's too. And when we went to Mariano's, we were observing all the other jobs. And I think a light bulb moment for me and her and also the kids were they understood there's so many jobs at Mariano's that we don't even think about. You have the butcher, the cheesemaker, the florist, the stacker. And watching these kids kind of light up being like, oh, I can do that, I can do this. So being like, oh my gosh, they really believe that there's going to be something out there for them.
Well, I think that these classes help the students really get to know who they are. I don't think that's something that they thought about much before, or they think the future is really, really far away. And it's not that far away. So our freshmen, we get started, we hit the pavement running with what do you like, what do you not like, what are your personality traits, what are you interested in, what are you good at, what are you not good at, all of those types of things.
Yeah, sense of belonging. I think, hey, I set the placemat at Francesca's, I serve people food. I think that gives them a feel like, hey, I'm working, just like a lot of other students. And a sense of self-confidence. I think once they succeed, they see themselves doing something in the community and people saying, hey, great job, you're working, that's awesome. I think that's such a good feeling for those students and knowing that there is something for them out there. So I think that's really what we're getting out of this program.
Mm-hmm.